Not going to mess up her last name. I'm not going to do it. But Amala, whatever, did that. This is not SNL. This is the DNC. And I'm very interested to see what we do with this. I do enjoy her content. I think she's very pretty. Not that makes her content any worse or any better. I mean, objectively, it does make it better because she's pretty. I mean, if I to say that it doesn't make it objective would be like dumb, but you can be pretty and then not entertaining, but she is both. That was a weird not rabbit hole, but that's like a weird way that I went to introing this video. I have no idea why I dug myself into that hole. I find it very, very weird that I dug myself in that hole, but man, dude, if I would have been a miner, I would have been like a 5th generation miner. And so there's something about my family lineage just really good at digging holes. And I just proved that right now. Well, let's get into this. Before I get into it though, I do find it really weird that we've had a left-wing bias in media for so long. I get that it's out of California, but we've gone to the point where almost everything has to do with how bad the right is. And that's gross to me. You shouldn't villainize everyone who disagrees with you. I think it's bad. Plain and simple.
Show of hands. How many of you believe that racism and misogyny played a role in Vice President Harris's defeat?
Do you guys see where my hands are? That's right, they're down. Now, the Democratic Party got together for their Democratic National Committee elections, and you can guarantee they have not learned their lesson about why they lost this last presidential election. Let's talk about it. Yeah, you better.
So I thought this was about SNL, so I'm guessing this is just like making fun of these people being clowns. By the way, Kamala Harris did not lose because she was a woman and she's brown. She lost because she had nothing interesting. She refused to do any shows like Joe Rogan or anything else that might buy her any popularity. She literally just sat and hid and expected the mainstream media to hold her water, expected things like SNL to make fun of Trump and hate on him. She expected the media wheel to turn in her favor and things to just basically land her in the presidential seat. And because she didn't stand for anything, like, it's like why Obama won. Obama won because his platform of change was really appealing to a lot of people. And Trump was looking at us having a really bad 4 years and said, I'm bringing you change. The Make America Great Again thing, as much as you want to hate on it, is a movement. And Kamala Harris did not have any movement going her way. Now, agree with that or disagree with that all day, I'm still right. Like, even if I don't, like, am not, like, the biggest Trump guy, I still know that plain and simple, this is how it works. I want the baby. I want the baby. I want the baby.
Yeah, you better. Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe. Yes, the Democratic National Committee gathered together to elect their leadership, including chair and...
Speaking of holes, I, like... No, dude, she is very hot. Speaking of holes, she is very hot. Like, and she knows she's hot. Like, she had, like, that thing a second ago where she showed her, like, in better, like in, like, hot material. She knows she's attractive. She knows what's going on. I know I'm a fairly decent-looking guy, even though I'm still very ugly. I got some things going for me. I got a nice beard. I got, like, pretty eyes. So, I hope that you guys are all gooning to me. I really do. I really hope my entire audience is just slow jerking it to me in the background.
Vice chair, and you can imagine what it's like to have a bunch of leftists just stuck together in one room. And if you can't, I'll tell you about it, because I used to be one, and I used to be in rooms just like this. And with the clips that are circulating online, it went about just as I would expect it to. There was, of course, talk of Donald Trump and losing this last election, of diversity, equity, inclusion, racism, feminism, ableism, and there was even singing. Let's watch clip number 1.
And we'll begin with the opening statements. Each candidate will have 30 seconds. And we'll start with Dr. Quintessa Hathaway.
Good evening, everyone. It is my desire to be the next DNC chair. And I just want to give you all a little bit of something that's been on my heart here over the last couple of days. You fight on.
Bro, she looks like she's half drunk and, like, half asleep while doing this, bro. She looks like she's fucking, like, falling asleep while doing this whole shit. It's like, bro, dude, like, go back in a second. We're gonna go back in a second. Just look at her fucking, like, I'm gonna sing for you, I swear. Hold on. Right up. She's a better singer than that, bro. But she looks fucking knocked out, bro. She looks like, look at this bag. She's so fucking tired. She don't want to be there. They like fucking dragged her ass out of bed to come sing.
Chair, and I just want to give you all a little bit of something that's been on my heart here over the last couple of days. You fight on, you fight on, you fight on, you fight on. When your government is doing you wrong, you fight on, oh, you fight on.
Okay, Quintessa. Time for a nap. What is going on? You are.
Dude, she looks so fucking sleepy. She's just like, I'm saying what you want me to say. This presidential election was stole for us. Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
Not Cynthia Erivo.
Bro, people are calling this game woke. It's so dumb. I know that that's just an ad, but I'm so annoyed with the fucking everything's woke thing. I do hate that. And I don't feel like Kingdom Come Deliverance is that woke. You can be gay or you can't be gay. You have a choice. You don't have to be gay in that game. But everybody's like, it's forcing you to be gay. It's not forcing you to be gay. It's choices you can make. You start out straight. You have to go through like a series of fucking events and hoops to jump through to be gay. And they're like, oh, dude, because gay's in it at all. Like, it's okay to have gay stuff in games. It's like, okay, as long as you don't force it on me, bro. That's where I stand.
You need to sit down and speak to people and explain why you should be the chair. If that is your opening statement, I can guarantee you are not winning the race, even though people are going to applaud you because they feel as though they have to, because that's what we have to do for black women in America these days. I don't think you're winning the race. And guess what? Update. Quintessa did not win DNC chair. And in fact,
dude, what a shocker, bro. She was like, I sang a song that really didn't work that well, but I tried, and I woke up for this bitch. She woke up and she's like, I'm gonna nail it with this shitty song. Like, she's got a good voice, but that song was trash. Like, let's be honest, it did not flow, dude. I am not bopping that when I'm driving home from work. I'm like, no, dude, there's no jive to that. It's gonna put me to sleep, and I'm gonna cause a fucking 10-car pileup.
Went to a gentleman by the name of Ken Martin. So we will no longer be subjected to that singing. So that's good. But she did have other statements about systemic racism and being black in America. Let's watch.
Racism has not gone away since 20 people of African descent came upon these shores at Jamestown, Virginia in 1619. And it's going to require us to think and behave in a new way. It is systemic. It is structural. When it comes to addressing diversity, equity, inclusion, access, and belonging, that is for all people of the United States, that must come across the voting line as well. This is everyone's America. Our story has a new form of glory that must come to our shores as well.
Y'all, I just heard a whole bunch of nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. And you know what it guarantees? They did not learn their lesson. Identity politics is the reason that the Democrats lost this 2024 election. In fact, there are many other reasons, but it's a large piece of the pie here. And what do they go straight back to the minute they're together in a room together to decide who leads them? Racism.
Dude, this is honestly really annoying because I think that there are a bunch of populist type of, like, this is something that people have said that aren't fucking brainwashed by this like DEI bullshit, that there's a lot of appealing left-wing policies, but when you take a portion of your voter base, say you guys are the bad guys, you need to know you're the bad guys, you guys suck, you need to wake up in the morning and realize you suck. And stop eating the cord. It's bad for the baby. It's bad for the baby. You realize it sucks. It's bad. Like, you're like, you can't take half of your voting pool and say you guys are the fucking enemies and expect that half to just be like, all of them be like, okay. Well, you have to run on policy. What the fuck is that face, bro? What the fuck is this face? I just realized where I paused her. Bro, what the fuck did I do to this poor girl, bro? Bro, looks like she just bought one of those things that always pop up on websites where you're reading manga even though you don't own the manga. You know those ads I'm talking about, though, like vibrator. They're vibrator ads. It looks like she has a vibrator on right now. Like, that's fucking wild face that I just paused her on. This is poor fuck. I'm hitting play.
Misogyny, oppression, identity.
See, this one's a better face to pause on. But all this oppression shit, nobody cares about. It's all filler. It's not going to help your day-to-day. It's not going to help anybody's day-to-day. So I know a lot of people that are really sick. Like, I know people that are, like, left-wing, that, like, fully believe in left-wing policies, but are sick of this DEI shit. Because, like, yeah, I'm sick of everything being woke. I am. I think it's annoying. I think it's cringe how every fucking thing, like, oh, because fucking... Doom the Dark Age has a difficulty slider. It's woke now. That's stupid. That's retarded, bro. But when something's lecturing me on how all people are like, all white people are racist, or like sitting there and lecturing me on oppression and shit, I don't care. You can't pay me enough to give a shit. You can't pay me enough to give a shit about your weird fucking lecture while I'm trying to have my escapism. And when that escapism is also trying to bully me into the voting booth to vote for you, I want to know policy. I want to know how you're going to make my day-to-day life better, and not which groups that you're fucking cowtelling for, honestly.
Identity politics over and over and over again. It's endless. And it's a playbook that they lean on that is not really going well for them. So maybe we need to switch up the pages a little bit. But the pages will never change because it seems as though Democrats do not have a clear view or clear reasoning as to why they lost this last election. When asked if they feel like racism and misogyny was a primary contributor to their loss, this is how they responded.
In this round, so I'm going to, I have a show of hands. How many of you believe that racism and misogyny played a role in Vice President Harris's defeat? Okay.
Like, I can understand a small, like, there's definitely people out there that didn't vote for Kamala Harris because they hate women. Understandable. But is that the majority of people? Is that the majority of people? You give me kisses while I'm talking. Yeah, he's a cute baby. There is a majority of the majority of people do not care. There's a reason why Obama won, and there's a reason why Hillary won the popular vote, because most people don't give a shit about that, and they had policy that like people cared about. Now, I didn't agree with Hillary Clinton's policy, and I'm like, I wasn't the biggest fan of Obama, to be honest. I don't hate everything Obama did, but I don't like everything or most of what Obama did. But the point still stands that this idea that out of nowhere the world got super fucking racist and misogynist, everybody woke up one day and like, fucking women and people of color suck, dude. That's stupid. That's not addressing the actual issues. Anybody who looks at their life and they're like, everything in my life's gone bad, and it's you don't look at the reasons why. Well, you showed up late to work every day of the week, so you got fired. Oh, you fucking wrecked your car. That's why you don't have a vehicle anymore. And you just say that, oh, it's because I'm this. No, dude, look at what led up to these situations happening, and that's the cause. There is a million reasons why the Democratic Party lost this election. By a landslide, they lost. You don't lose by a landslide if it's just because it's a woman of color. You lose by a landslide because because policy-wise you were fucking dumb. You had nothing. You weren't running on anything. And Kamala Harris wasn't likable. She was fucking annoying. She was a fucking cackling, annoying woman that, like, not like women in general. Like, women are cackling and annoying. She was, as a person, was a cackling, annoying person. Just plain and simple, she was not a likable human. She was intolerable. She was that bitch that was asking for a fucking manager at your local Wendy's. Like, that was her problem, dude. It had nothing to do with her orientation or whatever. It was that she was unlikable. Everyone knows that chick that... Cats, stop fighting. Dude, I swear to God, if you own 2 cats, bro, they just gonna start brawling out of nowhere. Why are you guys doing that? Calm down. But yeah, it was just, everybody knows that unlikable Karen, and Kamala Harris was that unlikable Karen. That's why they lost.
So, that's good. You all passed.
You all passed what? The test for who's gonna keep losing elections 4 years after 4 years after 4 years? If so, yes, you most definitely passed. Do you know why people voted for Donald Trump and not Kamala Harris? It's not because he's a white man and she is whatever race.
He's not white. He is the orange. He's the orange. Every time he gets done having sex, Melania's vagina looks like your hand after you pull it out of a Cheetos bag. He is the first orange president. He is so orange. Look how fucking orange he is. He got used like a red check mark because it blended into his fucking spray tan, bro. Jesus, bro. Poor Melania, dude. She's probably constantly bleaching that poor thing to get the orange off of it.
She wants to utilize on any given day, and because she's a woman, it's because they want a secure border. It's because they want their children's education to be taken seriously. It's because they want their tax dollars to be taken seriously. It's because they want to fight the drug crisis that's happening in America right now. They want Americans to be healthier. They want America to be taken seriously on the world stage. And they didn't think that Kamala Harris was capable of achieving any of those things.
All right, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it came down to the economy and how fucking terrible the economy was. I'm gonna be real. A lot of that shit you mentioned, I'm sure the immigration one mattered a lot. But I think it came down to the economy and immigration and the fact that he was saying he was going to do things about the economy and like bring work back. And the other side had zero input on the economy. They're like, yeah, things are working right now. And nobody wants to hear things are working. It's like, oh yeah, shit's bad right now. How are we going to fix it? That's why he won. It wasn't like half of the things she said. I'm sure that some people, those moved them in point A to point B, but I think what it came down to was people being sick of the DEI shit, which is definitely apparent. Otherwise, like, Disney would be printing money better than it's ever printed money before, and it wouldn't be losing subs from fucking Disney Plus. It's the DEI shit and the economy is why Trump won.
Things. In fact, Kamala Harris sat in power as a vice president for what, 4 years? And what did she do? Just about nothing. And if you look at the people who voted for Donald Trump, you're not just going to see white Americans, you're going to see people of all different colors. In fact, he got one of the most diverse voting bases of a Republican in decades. So if you think that racism and misogyny is the primary driver in Donald Trump winning this last election, you need to recalibrate and get back to us on that. And we wouldn't be in a room full of leftists if we didn't talk about gender. Of course, it's going to get a little confusing for them because they're going to have candidates that are not only male and female, but non-binary, gender queer, gender fluid, all of these different identities. How are they handling it? Let's see.
The rules specify that when we have a gender non-binary candidate or officer, the non-binary individual is counted as neither male nor female, and the remaining 6 offices must be gender balanced. With the results of the previous 4 elections, our elected officers are currently 2 male and 2 female. In order to be gender balanced, we must elect 1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender. So again, this is what we have to do for this vice chair race. We have to elect.
Point of privilege.
Are you really the last person to find out?
I'm so confused. I'm so like. Vice chair, wasn't vice chair just like the, hold on. Isn't vice chair just like the second chair? So you got 1 male, 1 female. What, the main chair, vice chair. Do you have like a vice chair? I don't understand. Is this like something I don't know about?
What do we do if the candidate is a Therian who identifies as a 4-legged wolf? I imagine that's how these things go. Fill me in if it's not.
1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender. To ensure our process accounts for male, female, and non-binary candidates, we conferred with our RBC co-chair, our LGBT caucus co-chair, and others to ensure that the process is inclusive and meets the gender balance requirements in our rules. To do this, our process will be slightly different than the one outlined.
Wait, so you have to, so here's the thing that bothers me. You have to have a male, you have to have a female, and you have to have somebody of non-binary. So you're not voting them in, and you're not putting them in these positions because they are who you think has the best opinions or they're leading the best fight for your party. You're putting them in there because they tick the certain boxes. Like the dude who's male is just getting the job because he's a dude. The dude or the one who's female is just getting the job because she's female. And then we're going to go with the Zim, right? The Zim is getting the job because they're a Zim. Why aren't you just choosing the best people for the fucking job? Why aren't if we're doing a democracy, why aren't you doing the person that would, that democratically is the most appeasing to your biggest population in your party? That makes most sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy here. I don't like just making a box and saying only this type of person can fit in this box and they're the only person who can have this job because we feel bad about existing or something. I don't know. What the fuck are we even doing here?
To you earlier this week, but I hope you will see that in practice it is simple and transparent. The order of balloting is designed to ensure equal access to the ballot regardless of gender identity. as we must elect a candidate of any gender as well as one male and one female vice chair, we will first ask members to elect a candidate of any gender on the first ballot.
This is so overly fucking complicated, dude. It's like, pick the people who you think will win for you. Like, who do you think has the broadest appeal? Now, for a long time, you had that guy, and you never put him up in power. My Bernie bros who were listening to me, even though I wasn't the biggest Bernie Sanders guy, I understand why people like him. You had him, and you pushed him far down because he didn't fit in your boxes. Now you're making more boxes. Next time this happens, you're going to have like a fucking fourth box, right? You're going to have a fourth box. That's like, all right, if you are this, and this, and then, oh, but well, we need this box. Well, we got to kick one of these boxes out. So we're going to kick out both the male and female. And now we're going to do if you're female and you're this. Dude, this is so complicated when you could just put in the people who are going to further your, like, you're trying. Not like, I get it, we're not trying to win, but you're trying to get your vision of the world is stated for the world. But you're not picking the people that are best for the job? Like, maybe the person who's best for the job is a ZSIM, right? But they should win, they should be like, they should rise like everybody else. They shouldn't have any opportunities that aren't given to everybody else. They should fight on equal footing. They should be able to use that. I have fought from day one to get here. I have made sure that my voters are happy. Like, that's how a democracy works. You vote them in. You don't just fucking give Jim Salamander, I'm giving a name, Jim Salamander, a position because he's male, and then Jan Houdini, a position because she's female, and then Slim Blimzam, they're getting, Zem is getting a fucking job because they're a Zem. That's weird. It makes no sense. People can't keep up with this. I'm letting you know right now. This isn't me saying that everything on the right's good and I hate everything on the left. This is fucking confusing, bro. There's a lot of fucking steps. You're a normal fucking dude. You're a normal fucking left-wing voter who's just like going to their work every day and they go and pick shit up at the fucking corner store and they come home and they turn on the TV. They're gonna watch it for 2 seconds and be like, what the fuck are they talking about, bro? I could come into a cup and be like, that is come in a cup. But this is like, you come in the cup and then the cup just starts turning into a demon and the demon comes out and it's like, hello, I am a demon. How have you been? And you're like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then it goes into a 4-hour monologue of how this happened. By about hour 2, you're fucking lost interest.
Male, female, and non-binary can be elected on that ballot. After a candidate is elected on the first ballot, we'll have one officer of the 3, so we will not. So then we. Dude,
he can't even get through this. Dude, he can't even. He's like, what the fuck am I reading right now? So there's the one ballot. There's the one ballot. So we got the male and female. Okay. Then we got a Zem. So we got the male and female. Then vote on the Zem. No, Zem votes on the male and female. So if we got a male and female, it's male, right? Right. First one, that's a dude. Next one up, that's a girl. Okay, girl. Then we got a Zem, right? But the Zem has to decide if the female's female and the male is male. But they're not male. They can be trans as well. They can be trans. I want everybody to know in my audience how I like trans people. So we have a trans man, a trans female, and then a Zem, right? Okay, you following me? No, we got to vote on. But no, the vote. Jesus Christ, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Which position is filled of the one male, one female, and one vice chair of any gender?
Y'all just need to keep coming up with new genders, because you're going to spend half your time on bookkeeping and then the other half on whatever it is you guys are trying to get done. Because I don't know how this is going to continue to work for you if we continue on the gender track that we're on right now, because non-binary is not going to be the end of it. As you can see with those little pronouns on the screen, we got zim, zay, zers. I don't know, guys, but it seems rough out there. And we've seen how these meetings go. In fact,
hold on. The one was XEM, and wasn't it be pronounced Zem? And then there is Zem as well as ZEM. So wouldn't those be the same things? Is there like infighting deciding which one of those you are? Like, you're like, I'm Zem, and then they spell it wrong with the Z, and you're like, that's fucking homophobic, bro. And you're like, wait. So you're Zem, right? And they're like, yes. You're like, okay. And you write Zem down, and you put an X this time, and they're like, no, I'm Z. Bro, I'm confused. I'm fucking lost, dude. This is so much. Like, some people say it's not that hard. That right there is fucking confusing. Obviously, that dude couldn't even get through his fucking speech.
In leftist meetings before where somebody says the wrong pronouns and all of a sudden everything's taken off the tracks and we have to address this point of privilege or this oppression point and then move on.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade.
And I think it's going to be the very same thing that happens behind the scenes in some of the clerical work that is required to run committees like this. And this is a prime example of this sort of ideology. You know, if not setting us back regressively and culturally, setting you back at least a few minutes in trying to figure things out. And if it's not random singing or confusion about non-binary candidates, there is the I am speaking form of leftist that is popping up all over the place after Kamala Harris and people like Jasmine Crockett made their way into Washington.
Hey, I am speaking, and I would love your attention. There is a black woman at this podium, and I deserve your attention like the 11 people who went before me. Yes, I am speaking.
I don't even know what to say, guys. I don't even know what to say. You know, maybe I'm getting very biased clippage. Is that even a word? I don't know. From this DNC meeting, and I'm just seeing the very worst of it. But if this is what's happening,
yeah, all I know is that it is probably bias clipping. It is probably bias clipping, and there's probably some logic there. Hopefully, I hope that there's some like pushback. You need pushback in your own party. I think that it's good to have pushback. Like, you should be able to criticize your own, like, people who believe things are like are in line with your beliefs. Like, if you're a right-wing guy and you watch Ben Shapiro's Batman video, you should be like, this is dog shit. Not just be like, oh yeah, Ben Shapiro, always right, always right. No, you should push back. There should always be pushback no matter which side you're on. I vehemently agree, or believe in that. I do think that, like, yelling and yelling down upon your, like, this is, if somebody were to talk to me like that on the right, well, like, literally, like, if I was like at a RNC, which I would never fucking go to an RNC. You got me fucked up if you think I would go to any of these clown shows. And somebody was like, I am speaking. I'd be like, cool, dog, I'm fucking leaving. No one's belittling me like that. Nobody's just fucking yelling down to me like that, like I'm a fucking child. Please speak to me with some sort of respect. I don't like people belittling me. It's something that is just, I think everybody doesn't like being talked down to. But there's like this idea that we need to talk down to you, and I hate that shit, bro. I hate that shit. Like, fuck out of here, bro. I'm not your cum dumpster, so quit shooting it on me, bro. I'm not here for you to just fucking spray fucking golden showers onto my face, dude. I'm not here for that. I'm here to, I wouldn't be at a fucking RNC, DNC anyways. That's fucking cringe.
Behind the scenes from y'all need to do a little workshop on getting things right, on making less stuff like this take place. But it's because you've been infiltrated with identity politics and it's at the very center of everything you do that you're having conversations like this. Everything is going to be diverted down the lane of talking about identity politics and random singing and saying I'm a black woman and I need to be listened to because you've placed your priorities in the wrong areas when it comes to the issues that you guys are focusing on. And when everybody feels marginalized all in one space, all in one time, for all different reasons, then we mix in a little bit of intersectionality where people are trying to play their different points of privilege or disadvantage against one another. Everybody deserves the mic. Everybody deserves to have their story.
Dude, this shit's so annoying. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I get so annoyed whenever I see like a streamer or something just talking about how fucking they're like a massive streamer, right? They're fucking huge. And everything's about like points of privilege and everybody's more privileged than them. It's like, bro, you're literally a millionaire talking down to me. And I'm not making any money, right? At that, like, I right now I'm still small YouTuber, right? I haven't even hit the. So by the way, subscribe to me, bro. Subscribe to me every fucking Friday. I have video game reviews where I actually do my own original content. It's just not just me reacting to shit and commentating or whatever. But I'm over here just like barely scratching by, and I hear these people talking down to people like, oh well, you're privileged, you got this. It's like, motherfucker, dude, you had a yacht. You got a motherfucking Lamborghini and you're telling me I'm privileged? Bro, what the fuck you talking about? Fucking Ludwig out here just like, oh, look at all these. I gotta be like, I'm the bad guy. Ludwig, like, fucking Hassan telling me that I'm a piece of shit? Fuck off, dude. You have like a fucking mansion, bro. You sit down with your fucking privilege, dog.
Story heard. Everyone deserves to be listened to and to say, I am speaking and I'm a black woman on this stage. And you can just take the black out of that sentence and trade it out for any marginalized identity, and suddenly everybody deserves the floor. Speaking of deserving to be heard and deserving the floor, they literally talk about who deserves the floor in a land acknowledgement before they proceed into actually discussing the topics of their meeting.
Welcome. The Democratic National Committee wishes to acknowledge that we gather together to state our values on lands that have been stewarded through many centuries by the ancestors and the descendants of tribal nations who have been here since time immemorial. We honor the communities native to this country.
Dude, it's all, let's feel fucking bad all the time. Like, who the fuck wants, like, I get it. The U.S. did bad stuff back in the day, right? There was fucking bad stuff that happened. But you can't just, like, that's not a platform to run on, that the U.S. did bad stuff and we should feel bad all the time. Nobody fucking wants to vote for that? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I get it. You can acknowledge it. Yeah, sure. This is something happened, bro. It sucked. There was bad things that happened. Like, Trail of Tears, bad. That was really fucking messed up. Horrible time in the world. Awful thing, dude. Fucking probably gross. There's probably gross stuff that happened back in the day, right? Terrible. We'll fucking put it in the history books, so I think we should talk about it, right? But opening it to where it's like, you should feel bad all the time about who you fucking are. Oh, well, you need to announce your privilege. Oh, you shouldn't be happy with owning a house because at one time that land belonged. Shut the fuck up, dude. All you're doing is trying to make people fucking feel bad. Nobody wants to vote for shit that makes them feel bad. People want to vote for hope. People want hope, and they want to fucking, what type of fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we want, dude. We want fucking Rocky. We want fucking, I don't know, dude. I'm just fucking swinging my hands, dude. We, like, what speech do you, like, every time you watch in a movie, right? You watch a movie, you're watching a movie, and then the dude gets up there, he's like, we have hope. We have, we've been torn down. We're going to rise up and we're going to do things. We're going to be the most powerful we've ever been. We're here to fight. God damn it. They had us knocked down in round 3 and we're here to show them our determination. There's no hope in what you're saying, bro. There's nothing I want to stand behind. All you're doing is like, you should feel like a piece of shit. And it's like, so what should I do? Nothing. You're a piece of shit for being born. Okay. Fucking fine, I guess. And it's just like they're basically spreading their ass and fucking projectile diarrheaing on me, and I'm just sitting here in the poop shower, just like, why am I wet and cold and smelly? It's like, well, aren't you gonna vote for me? No, I'm not gonna vote for me. I'll vote for you after you projectile shit on me. Like, give me something to hope for. That's why Obama 1 was changed, dude. It was like, there was something to fight for, something to hope for, and now you're just like, fucking hate yourself, and then also come to the voting booths. That's why you lost. Again, this is where the lack of understanding is so fucking prevalent.
Continent, and recognize that our country was built on indigenous lands and hope.
I gotta ask, what does this accomplish? Literally, what does this achieve to acknowledge the land that you're standing on and who walked on it before you did? In my eyes, literally nothing. But this is what the DNC and the Democratic Party does. They play into these identity politics and these marginalized identities, and then they subsequently do nothing for those individuals. I gotta tell you guys, these baseless acknowledgements or calls to oppression or systemic problems achieve absolutely nothing. And instead of doing all these random acknowledgements and wasting the time of everybody that's coming together for this meeting, why don't you just get actual work done for the people that you're claiming to acknowledge? And we'll see if they do get any actual work done. Of course, I've already acknowledged that they've chosen their chair, but they've also chosen their vice chair, which is going to be David Hogg. You'll remember David Hogg from the Parkland shooting.
Dude, this guy's lost every fucking election I think he's ever been a part of.
Was running around doing press hit after press hit after press hit after that tragedy took place, and now he finds himself as the vice chair of the Democratic National Committee. Let's watch a little bit of what he had to say.
Are you ready to go on the offense? Yeah! Are you ready to go on the offense? Yeah! We have to win back our young people. I am the only candidate in this race for any of these positions that is under 30. we had a 20-point shift to the right of our young people. We must show our young people.
Dude, I have to say, bro, I don't like David Hogg. I've never really liked David Hogg. But I do have to say, this is what you want. This is way better than everything else I've heard so far. This is like actually like go on the offensive. Fucking get shit done. Change is coming. That's good. Good. This is how you rally people. Everybody else was fucking putting me to sleep and is garbage. And honestly, dip everything else. Just fucking throw everything else away and get to this rally moment. We got to make change. We got to make things happen. Maybe fucking actually fucking fight. Like, bring the fight. There is no fight right now. You guys are just fucking falling asleep.
We give a damn about them, that we support them, and we invest in them. I have raised over $11 million in the past year to support the future of our party, because I don't just tweet, I don't just talk the talk, I also walk the walk and I knock the knock in doors across the country, but I'm counting on you in this moment right now.
Issue of feedback.
I know he said he knocks the knock, bro, but I feel like he did a lot of knocking and shit. This is the thing about him, and he didn't actually get anything done. He just kind of fucking failed, but I mean, he did try. I'll give it that he gave it a fucking valiant effort. Dude just kind of keeps showing up always, and that's impressive. Like, at least he's trying. He's done more than everybody else I've seen in this shit, even though he kind of sucks. But like, still, like, props to him. I'm gonna give him fucking props for at least giving it a fucking like the old Harvard try.
I need your support. Please vote for me. Thank you so much.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I know the left is on this whole thing of, like, who is the Joe Rogan of the left. I can guarantee you it is not David Hogg. And men out there who are, you know, maybe fence-sitting on your political positions at the moment or considering leftism, I don't just tweet. I don't just talk the talk. I also walk the talk, and I knock the knock. Does that influence you? Are you motivated? Are you gonna?
I mean, it's better than literally everything else everybody said. I mean, I'm not saying that that's like, yeah, dude, that's getting me over, but like, finally, bro, finally somebody said something of fucking value. Like, Jesus, dude, everybody else was fucking putting me to sleep and like confusing the fuck out of me. Like, why? It was like so many extra steps, and he was just like, let's fucking get shit done. Good job. I will give him a fucking W there. This is where you get the left-wing W, which I know a lot of people think that I don't fucking give the left W's or whatever, and then other people think that I'm a fucking far-right guy or far-left guy. Dude, everybody thinks that I'm a fucking something, and nobody really knows what I am because fuck you, I'm better. I'm a fucking sneaky man in the bushes. I'm sneaking in the bushes. I come out the bushes, and then I come in the bushes, and then I come out the bushes, and I come in the bushes, and when I come back out, I'm all shiny. Why am I shiny? Hobo orgy.
They get out there and knock the knock for the left, boys. I don't think so, man. I don't know. And I know that David Hogg is like the guy on the left these days. He's pretty much had his political future sealed for him ever since what happened at Parkland, which however you feel about it is how you feel about it. Let me know in the comments down below. But I'm not at all surprised by this.
By the way, let me know how you feel down in the comments down below. Did you like my weird bushes orgy joke? Did you? Do you like when I watch shit like this? Or should I not watch shit like this? Because my perspective's honestly all over the place. What do you think? What do you think? Comment down below. Imagine I'm just like fucking showering in vaginal fluid and semen, right? Just all over there. It's just the fucking all over that. Just all sorts of sexual fluids on top of me. I'm swimming in it. I'm swimming in it. Michael Phelps. Let me know in the comments, dude. Hit me with a like. Subscribe to my channel, dude. We're getting so close to 1,000 subs.
Do I feel as though he's going to motivate young people and show them that the left truly cares about them and men specifically, which is what the DNC needs right now? Absolutely not. But, you know, I'm willing to watch as he gives it his best knock on the door. If David Hogg knocks on my door, I don't even know that I'd be bothered to answer. Not even for the content. Guys, I hate to say it, but his speech is giving Tim Walz Jr., and I do not mean that as a compliment.
We aren't going back.
But I don't seriously know if the Democratic National Committee can muster up the masculinity in a man that it would require to have men move to the left. This is a genuine question that I have. And if you can think of somebody, let me know who that would be down below. Everybody always says Hassan Piker.
Dude, I swear to God, if Hassan ends up getting a platform on the left, dude, I will never fucking vote left again. Maybe I will. If the DNC needs to like disavow everything that has to do with Hassan. Hassan is a fucking monster and a goblin. I think Hassan is one of the most disgusting human beings to ever live, and anybody who thinks that he's not you're a bad person. The dude literally supports terrorism and like people getting kidnapped and horrible things done to those people. He's disgusting. He's a disgusting person. And if you find yourself a huge Hassan simp, you're a disgusting person. I don't know how in today's age you can see Hassan and not realize he's a monster. That's like somebody on the right saying, I don't understand why people hate Nick Fuentes. No, we understand why people hate Nick Fuentes. He's actually a crazy fucking racist person. Like, Hassan is the Nick Fuentes of the left, dude. If they put Hassan up here as the next fucking Joe Rogan or whatever they want to call him, he is not that. He is a fucking goblin monster.
Does that work for you guys? You guys let me know who's capable of being the Joe Rogan of the left. I'll wait. Won't hold my breath, though. And those, my friends, were my most favorite moments from the Democratic National Committee election. You guys let me know how you feel about them in the comments down below. Again, I don't know how much these individuals are going to achieve with the leadership that they've chosen and the way in which they went about it, because these clips were wild. And maybe there's some equivalent things happening at the RNC, although I highly doubt it. The craziest thing we saw was, what, Hulk Hogan ripping off his shirt at their convention.
Mad cringe, bro. Pull out fucking 87,000-year-old Hulk Hogan to rip his shirt off. Like, this will get the young voters. No, it's just wild. What are we doing? But yeah, dude, this is the thing that I want to say. Like, anytime anybody's watching any of these fucking political conventions or whatever, they're garbage. They're always garbage. This is like when E3 was big up. Everybody was like, oh, E3's so cringe. Anytime you get a bunch of people in a fucking building and you're trying to talk to those people, the shit gets mad cringe because you're trying to talk to that group in particular. That group in there is who you're trying to sell your shit to. And that's why the Democratic, they weren't going to say that she lost. They weren't going to say anything of value because they're trying to talk to themselves. It is a giant circle jerk off. That is the biggest fucking orgies you can go to, are these weird conventions, because everybody there is just waiting for themselves to be echoed the same opinion back, and you're not going to get any value of it. I gave David Hogg a little bit of a W because he brought some energy to those fucking clips. It wasn't great. He said talk the knock or whatever. It's bad. It's bad. I mean, a lot of this is just fucking stupid. And, like, none of it's interesting. I actually, like, I reread this. This is not SNL. This is the DNC. I thought maybe they were saying the SNL was doing so much fucking propaganda type shit that they were basically an arm of the DNC, which I thought that was going to be a cool video. That would be honestly a great video to make. I'm not saying that it's factual. I think it would make for interesting content, though, if somebody, like, pulled a bunch of, like, fucking weird left-wing bullshit from SNL, which I'm sure you could find. It wouldn't be that hard. I mean, they all got up on stage and apologized for the election, which is so fucking cringe. It's like, half of the people that watch you are of that party. Why are you apologizing? They fucking won. They're happy. You're just making them not want to watch your show again. But I feel like what I got here is still entertaining enough, I guess. I got super fucking confused. I was confused as the guy reading off those cards on that fucking podium. Everything was so confusing. Everything was so weird. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. So like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to watch me live, I go live on YouTube sometimes. I'm a goblin. Bye.